Alright, well I haven't seen Jessica or the animals all day, so it's time to do a little walkabout and see what's going on the farm because silence, like with children, is deadly. So let's go see what's going on. Like I was saying, just like with children, when you don't hear anything for a while, you know something bad's going on. So it's time to investigate and see what the deal is. Well, I can tell by the congregation of animals right here that something's on the go. And lo and behold, what do we have here? Everybody! You're all in the most random spot on the property. But, what do we got over here?
Oh yeah, it's the pony. So this is Black Beauty, and that is Ginger. And so they've been here maybe almost a month.
Probably about time we introduced them formally.
Yeah, so, you know, there's a couple things with them. So Ginger is originally from Alberta. She was sent to an auction. If you're familiar with Canada's dark secret in regards to horses in auction houses, you know what her probability was. She was going for meat. And she was actually in foal at the time. And there's an organization in Ontario that goes to these auctions in Alberta, swipes up about, 50, 75 horses, which range, they could be anywhere from $50 a horse to $2,000 a horse, depending, of course, on the horse. And then they take them back and basically sell them. So they're not a non-for-profit, but, they still do good work because these horses do have the opportunity to have a life. So she actually had her foal with them, and a lady here in Nova Scotia bought them both because she wanted to replace her daughter's thoroughbred horse. But Ginger is not broke. Ginger is basically, she fancies herself a wild pony. Some days we can get pretty close, she'll follow me around. Other days, not so much. We took a huge back step actually when we went to get her feet done. She is very resistant to that, and she hasn't quite forgiven me for that, so I have to basically work it all up. Because we're trying to correct her back feet. We did have our farrier out here who is lovely, and she said it's probably a minimum of at least a year that they didn't have their feet done. Perfect. So we're still working on it, and it's a work in progress because she's not super friendly, so unfortunately she does have to be sedated in order to get that back. But that is Ginger, and she is going for formal training in April. Perhaps also meeting a boyfriend. We're not sure yet. And that stud looks exactly like her, and it is another Welsh pony. She is a Welsh cross, and so we will have sport ponies as part of our farm, which is really exciting. And we always wanted 4, and now we have 2. So she will give us our 3rd, and then this here is Black Beauty. So she was loved very much for the last about 5 years. And then the girl is gone to university, and the mom is kind of terrified of the pony a little bit. She's big, she's strong, and so she's here now. And we might also set her up with a boyfriend if the vet thinks that she's suitable and of good health. Now she is lovely, so she likes to be pampered.
Yeah, she's very friendly, so I can see Black Beauty being ridden first by far.
Yeah, and so she.
Although you did sit on Ginger one day.
I did. Have sat on her, and it's just kind of like depends on the day.
But Black Beauty was a ridden horse.
Yeah, and a cart pony. So she is a pony, so she is under the 14.2 hand high. But to me, I think this is a perfect size.
It's a very good height,
It's like she's blended in here this whole time. It's almost hard to imagine any other size, even though I'm very surprised because I always thought I'd only have something that was like 16 hand high or taller. My favorite thing about Black Beauty is if you look at her bone structure, she is very heavy, like she's very drafty. And so my favorite horse is a Percheron draft horse, so she kind of reminds me of that.
Can you just move your arm for a bit? I am trying to get the bone structure, but your arm's not see through.
Yeah, so she's heavy. So who knows what she
But
is.
very beautiful.
She could actually be a Percheron cross. They're very popular mixes because it gives the strength, a little bit of height, and whatnot. But she's so lovely. You can just come right here and chill with her. She's so fun.
And they
Right?
blended into the flock. Our
Yeah.
tangled flock is extra tangled and everybody's getting along. And I see Cujo's finally coming around.
Yep, so Cujo, when she first met them, thought they were really fun to chase. And Ginger actually kicked out a leg. Now, it didn't connect, but I guess that was shocking enough that she has not wanted to come back in the field. But she's back now, aren't you? Yes. And she's with the ponies, doing the job. Not that they need the protection, but they're here. So I don't know if you can see Ginger in the back there.
Yep.
Beauty.
So this is an exciting step for us because it's a change of pace where instead of going for a lot of other random animals, we will be focusing on horses a bit. Hopefully getting into riding and that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to really open up the social side of our farm.
Yeah.
Bring in some people, hopefully, because a hard part of rescuing animals is finding a source of income. So hopefully this provides a reason for people to come in and I say donate, it's not the right word because they are paying for a service, but it still brings money in.
Yeah.
In a way other than just asking for money. This is kind of a stable source of income.
Yeah, and so we'll be able to do leasing, riding lessons, I don't know so much about selling because
No.
we're really going to just be breeding them to get our number of 4.
Which, for the record, I have no idea where she got that number from. Just an imaginary number that apparently
That's the number that we have.
We have 2. That's the number that we have, 2.
But we'll have 4. And so she will be bred to a Welsh cross. So it'll be basically a carbon copy of hers, what we're going to get, just more flashy white, because the stud does carry the Sabino gene. So he'll probably have like a nice blaze, nice socks, but the same all-around color of red.
Hi, Ginger.
Hi, Ginger. And so she's pretty finicky sometimes, but what she wants to do. You want that? Yeah. See, she's having an off day. Yesterday she was in my pockets, so it just kind of depends on what I get her, I guess. But she's lovely.
And Black Beauty's
she
lovely.
loves to jump. Like, she is going to be the most amazing pony because she likes to jump. She's very agile. She's got a beautiful gait when she runs, and she loves to run. So she runs up and down our pathway there, and she just looks so elegant.
We're very fortunate to have enough property that allows for that. And that was Black Beauty ramming into...
Cusco.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No means no, I guess.
this was their spot, and then everybody just kind of came up. So they're going to stay in the back there. But it's going to be so exciting.
It is.
We'll have a foal, for 2024 or 2, which is going to be exciting all on its own to watch them grow and work with them. She's going to be trained, so we're going to be riding her and whatnot. And it's just going to be, kind of a dream come true. We always knew we wanted horses, and these just kind of fell into our lap in the oddest way. So it worked out absolutely wonderful. So we are buying her. She's on a free lease right now to kind of see how things go. And we're going to buy her. And Black Beauty was free. So with Black Beauty, how we learned about her is I bought a saddle, an English saddle off of a lady that was from a pony for her, for that day. And then she's like, good luck on your pony, do you want another one? And I said, well, I'd only taken a free pony because at that point, we still want some height in the horses for riding. So then I get home, about 5-10 minute drive from when I picked up the saddle. She's like, pony is free, when can you come look at her? This is my friend's name, whose name is Jessie, by the way. And have a chat. And so we went and I met her, and she's lovely. She's been so well taken care of. Her name was Precious before. She loves to be groomed. And she doesn't have a chopped mane, which I think is really nice because I really like the long manes and tails. We're going to be growing hers out. And yeah, they're absolutely beautiful, and it's a dream come true. Seeing that trailer back into our driveway is just unreal, and Dean missed it both times.
Yep.
Both times he missed it. So one time we were doing the bees, and he was with the bees, and then the other time he was working. So he missed that
Olive.
exciting back up and then have a horse come off.
We got them now, and it's exciting, and we just wanted to do a little bit of an intro. We can always get more in depth into what we plan to do in that later, but we had to make sure that people saw them to know what the next big step is on the farm. As we slowly distance ourselves from the goats. We're not getting rid of the goats.
No.
We're just not expanding our goat operation any further other than what it is.
We're not getting any more. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing, which is exciting. It's one that we always knew we were going to do, but we actually thought we were probably 5 years away from it. So they have a barn which our dear friends helped us get ready in time. So they're living their best life, these horses. They love it here. Yeah, and then, you know, of course we are getting a bigger barn, an actual fancy barn, but that's down the road and whatnot. So they're helping in so many ways. Even just their weight with their feet is actually kind of turning up the soil a little bit. And so I'm going to be able to seed in that, which is exciting because when you're trying to be, you know, aware of all the costs and stuff, it's awesome. But this here is Black Beauty, of course, named after the movie Black Beauty. That is Ginger, who was also a star in that movie Black Beauty. So hopefully you'll get to see a lot more of these guys. We are going to do some training at Ginger on her own before she goes and see how that works. Yeah, it's
Perfect.
Just, I don't know what to say. It's a dream come true.
That's
and
everything.
I hope that everyone enjoys seeing the updates of these guys.
See you later.